our next guest, he throws a baseball really well.
Good to know.
Let's go. Sweet 16 for Spencer Strider and a new Atlanta record.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Atlanta Braves, Spencer Strider. Hey, Spencer.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. A very fitting number 99. I do like your style already.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good there. Good simile.
That was a huge moment to knock Smoltz's record out. I mean, that had to be just like a goosebump moment for you.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I wasn't too aware of where I was standing there on the strikeout list. So they had to tell me when I came in. It's not usually something that's going through my mind in the middle of a game. So
yeah, but it is wild to know when and everyone's freaking out, but you're like, oh wait, why is everyone so jacked? Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was a funny moment for sure.
This is kind of our, get to know Spencer Strider. We have a lot of stuff to ask you, but I'm really curious, the young Spencer Strider, how old were you? Like, what was the time when you first became interested in baseball?
It's like one of my first thoughts as a living creature, I think. Just like as old as I am, it's the baseball. So I remember, the first thought where it was like, I'm going to play baseball forever, which was, I got MLB 2K5 on PlayStation 2, and I fired it up, and I never played a video game before, and controlling a Major League Baseball player in my mind was just, it was cool. So I thought, man, I want to be in a video game, and that kind of formed that trajectory for me.
That's a nice visual. So what blows me away, and what I can't wait to hear your answer to this question, but coming on, to the team in 21, and then the team winning the World Series, but you not being on the roster and not getting a ring has to be the weirdest sensation to go through as a player. Like you're at the beginning of the party, but you got to go to bed early.
Yeah, I think I really just delivered a pizza to the party. That's as close as I got to it. I actually did get a ring, which makes it even weirder.
Oh, you did?
I do, yeah. Anybody that recorded an out, or I think it's just as long as you were on the roster at any time. If you got into a game in 21, you got a ring. So my ring's not as cool as everybody else's. It's like a C-tier ring. It doesn't open up and have all the fancy buttons that the real guys get. But
I didn't know that. So I thought you had to be on the roster. So on the roster, they get the real deal, but you get the bubblegum machine ring.
Right. There's a certain participation level, I think, to get the full deal. So I got the pizza delivery guy ring.
But you got that jack also, which is also good too. So later, that was the pay. The pay later came nicely.
Sure.
How do you like living in Atlanta? I know you've been around the South and stuff, but What do you think about the ATL?
Love Atlanta. Terrific city. We couldn't be happier here. I feel like I've gotten to, especially being hurt this year, has been sort of there's silver lining to it. Get to venture out a little bit, spend some time in some different areas. So, big fan of Atlanta.
What's your favorite go-to restaurant? Where do you like to go hang, you and your wife, when it's dinner time? Like quick.
I got to be careful giving these things away.
Well, give me a type.
True.
How about the type of
food?
food?
Yeah.
There's a sushi place in Chamblee, like Brookhaven, like right where those intersect, called Fudo. And we probably go there once a week at least.
Uh-oh. Well, you weren't too careful about giving that away, so.
Yeah, I know. Well, I feel like I bet everybody knows I go there anyways because I'm there every other day. So I don't think it can get any worse for me.
Yeah, we have to ask, and I know it might be kind of a cheesy question, but I'd like to know your favorite all-time baseball movie.
Wow. For me, it's Major League. I grew up a huge Cleveland fan, so, there was not much to celebrate in my childhood with Cleveland sports. So Major League was as close to a Cleveland team winning anything meaningful that I could get. Maybe was exposed to it a little too early, affected my choice of language probably at an early age. But that's okay. A little rated R movie for a kid, kind of tough.
It's a classic, yes.
Sure.
But changing your number to 99 and how much of that formed your baseball persona?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I I think, like I said, I was such a big Cleveland fan, and so that was watching a Cleveland team succeed for me. So, when I was a kid, those first memories of following every Indians game was, Casey Blake and Johnny Peralta, Travis Hafner, Grady Sizemore, but also, Rick Vaughn and Roger Dorn, those guys. So those were as big of characters in baseball for me as real players.
Well, Spencer may be injured, but we have a little cool info to share with you. He's going to take on a side hustle within the team, and this is going to be a fun event. Take a break, come back and tell you we're hanging out with Spencer Strider from the Braves. This is the Morning X on 99X.